If the holiday season has you running a little ragged and you're looking for a creative reset, go ahead and grab your art supplies and a nice cup of hot cocoa because I have 5 art books that might just make into the top of your holiday wish list this year. You know, in case Santa doesn't deliver. Slam on Santa. These books will for sure get you creating art today. No pressure, no perfection, and there's something for everyone on this list, whether you only can find 5 minutes to yourself or you're looking to spend a nice cozy evening inside creating art. Okay, let's get into it. If you are craving to get hands-on and a little creative and crafty this holiday season, the first book on my list is definitely for you. This book also kind of solidified my obsession with collage and paper cut, and it's called Cut Paper Pictures by Clover Robin. I picked this bad boy up about 4 years ago after I got super obsessed with digital paper collage or digital cut paper. At the time, I had been making my living primarily from being a digital artist, and I was really craving to do traditional and analog artwork and just play with paints and make a big, beautiful mess. Because in my dreams, I am not a digital artist at all. I am actually a fine art painter, but that is not my reality, that is just my fantasy self. I bought this book hoping that I could get closer to my dreams of being a traditional artist and kind of move away from digital art. And this book kind of changed the course of my art career. I got this book to kind of get myself more comfortable with creating paper cut art, but I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I bought it and it solved all my problems and everything was perfect, because that is not how the story went. All of the projects felt kind of intimidating to me and I was a little scared of them, but I think it's just because I was pretty much used to just making art on the iPad, and picking up paint and scissors felt really unnatural for me. I initially did most of these projects in this book digitally in Procreate. And while that was fun and translating something from traditional to digital was a fun little side quest, it wasn't getting me closer to being that analog artist of my dreams. I basically had to kind of put down the iPad and pick up the paint and the scissors and get to work with this book. Something I really love about the way that Clover Robin describes the project in this book is she shows you all of her little clippings before she assembles her paper cut pieces. So you get to see everything kind of laid out before it's turned into a composed piece. And for my brain, that was really, really helpful because I could see what was behind things and what was underneath things and what was really happening with these textures. Through doing a lot of the project in this book, I was actually inspired to take on an art challenge myself. And at the time, I had only failed art challenges. I had never fully succeeded one, but I knew that if I wanted to get better at creating paper cut art, that I needed to do it more often. So I challenged myself to make 30 paper cut pieces in 30 days. To my shock and surprise, I actually did it. The skills and knowledge that Clover Robin provided me in this book gave me the confidence to take on something like that and actually succeed in doing it. I learned so much throughout that entire process. And I kind of credit this book to forever changing my art career and kind of the trajectory of where I wanted to go with art next. So if you're looking to get your hands messy and do a little bit of crafting and a little bit of paper cut, I definitely recommend this book. It's so nice to get an up close and personal look at Clover Robin's style and how she creates her pieces. I know that it's a lot of people's New Year's resolution to develop a daily drawing habit that is actually sustainable and that they stick with, and the next book on my list can definitely help you do that. It's called 100 Days of Drawing by Jennifer Orkin Lewis. Not only is this book great for helping you develop a daily sustainable drawing habit, but it's also a great book to just pick up and get you creating art right away. I love the way Jennifer eases you into making art through specific projects that give you a gentle little stepping stone into creating your own artwork. She starts by introducing an idea or a project and then shows you examples. Here, she talks about how drinking vessels, like mugs, can provide endless drawing inspiration. And I could not agree more. On the next page, she's easing you into drawing mugs by decorating some cups that she sketched out for you. She even offers an exciting prompt. Perhaps each one is themed around a place you've lived, visited, or would like to visit. If you're someone who has more than 5 minutes to create art and those little mug doodles and drawings got you in the mood to actually create and sketch some of your own artwork, Jennifer encourages you to build upon your skills and draw your favorite mug from a few different angles. But even with all that decorating and doodling, drawing a mug from different perspectives can be really difficult, which is why I created a super helpful video to walk you through my really simple 3-step process to pretty much draw anything and everything. And I'm not kidding. Literally everything. This process can be applied to people, animals, objects, places. It's just these 3 fundamental steps that makes drawing everything a whole lot easier. And of course, I chose mugs as our first subject to draw. So if you're someone who wants a little bit of extra mug drawing guidance, I would definitely check that video out. But if this is not the season that you want to learn how to draw, and maybe you're looking for something a little more relaxing and meditative to work into your art practice this holiday season, the next book on my list is Sure to Please. And it's called Creative Abstract Watercolor by Rebecca Leach. This book holds a special place in my heart, and I could literally do all the projects in here 10 times and still not be bored. The projects are really simple and easy, and the whole process just feels like a nice little vacation for your mind. Throughout the book, Rebecca teaches you really fundamental and valuable watercolor techniques, but you never really feel like you're doing any heavy lifting. Personally, I've always found watercolor to be really relaxing and meditative. Just watching the pigment move across the page and like taking a moment to appreciate how beautiful the colors are when they mix and blend together. It's all just so dreamy. I love that Kate leaves enough room for you to practice the skills she's teaching, but the projects are simple enough that you can add your own twist or style on them, like this little house project. I thought it would be cute if I recolored it and rethemed it to be a cute little Christmas village. So I applied all the same principles and skills, just infused it with my own personal twist and imagination. If you're someone who's looking for a nice, relaxing, meditative brain break this holiday season, I think you are going to absolutely love this book. So, while I think there is something to be said for kind of making up your own rules and going off and doing your own thing, there's also a lot of coziness and comfort in following a step-by-step tutorial. And the next book on my list shows exactly how cozy and comforting following a tutorial can be. And it is called Drawing 100 Years of Disney Wonder. I found this book in a bargain bin. Actually, the sticker is still on it. I got it for 15 buckaroonies at my local bookstore. And when I found it, I was so excited. One, because I am a huge Disney adult, and I nerd out on Disney illustration and animation. I'm someone who loves to take her sketchbook to Disneyland and just draw and paint and sketch all of the beautiful things that I see. But when I found this book, I kind of took up a little bit of a side hobby where I decided to study character design and animation. I have no intent of ever becoming either of those things, a character designer or an animator, but I just thought it would be something fun to study and learn about. I am a child who was born in the 90s, so I grew up watching all those incredible 2D animated classics like Lion King and Beauty and the Beast, and to me, nothing is more cozy or comforting than throwing on a Disney movie, cozying up with my sketchbook, and drawing some of my most beloved Disney and Pixar characters. And this book is full of step-by-step drawing tutorials. There's literally 100 of them. And in addition to fun little drawing tutorials, there's also a lot of Disney history and fun little factoids in this book. So if you were looking for a good coffee table book, I would definitely recommend this one. I will say one thing though, a little bit of a disclaimer. When I picked up this book, I was initially really intimidated by all of the step-by-steps because from step 1 to step 2, there's like 100 steps. And I'm someone who's really been working hard on my sketching this year, and even I was like, wait, what? Step 1 to step 2? That seems so difficult. But I stuck with it, and even just after 2 drawings, I felt like my drawing and sketching skills improved by a mile. It does get a lot easier as you go, like I would say very quickly, so just give it a try. And if this does feel too intense, Disney also makes some really awesome children's books that I love that break the steps down into like more simplified and fundamental steps. So, if the holidays have felt a little bit chaotic for you and you are looking to get away and step into a fairy tale, I would 100% recommend this book. And it is called Imagine a Forest. I have so treasured my time with this book. It's all about folk art, and I would say it blends a little bit of folk art history with modern folk art. But I think the thing that I enjoy most about this book is how the author weaves in her own personal stories about her family and why folk art means so much to her and traditions and things like that into the projects themselves. I have had so much fun with this book drawing little characters like mermaids or like far off enchanting castles. This book was even the thing that inspired me to write my own little folktale story about a mermaid who sang the moon to sleep. And I am currently in the beginning stages, which is very exciting, of turning my Little Mermaid poem and artwork into a children's picture book. So if you're someone who is seeking a little break from all the Christmas chaos, I think this book definitely delivers the gather around the fire and let's listen to a folk story and like make folk art vibes. That was really long, but it really does deliver those vibes. It's really a chill, cozy book that's full of really adorable projects. All right, you guys, I hope you found something amazing that you could add to your wish list this year, whether you're looking to develop a sustainable drawing habit or improve your sketching or maybe relax through watercolor painting or get your Disney Pixar on. I hope that you found something on this list that you can find delight and joy in this holiday season. I've linked all of these books in the video description below so you can go and get them there. Or if you're looking for more awesome art book recommendations, definitely check out this video right here where I share 5 time-saving books. So if you don't really have a lot of time to make art, you're gonna want to check these books out right here. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video. Happy holidays, and bye! I'm sure I'll see you again before Christmas, but if I don't see you again before Christmas, I hope you have a really lovely holiday, whatever it is that you're celebrating, and I'll see you soon! Excited for the new year! Okay, bye!